Oh, I just realized my mic's on this. Whoops. Alrighty, how's it going, everybody? So I have a small thing that I want to fix in this stream. So I have tomorrow's lesson set to, I'm trying out this YouTube Premieres thing for the first time, and I realized that it shows the description, the full description for the soon-to-be video, which has a link to the actual lesson. Now, if I click on that link, it works okay, so long as I'm logged in. Oh, look at that. Undefined. Whoopsie doozle. I think that's cached. I need to take a look at that. But, yeah, so I see the lesson okay. But if I log out, well, that's another thing that I need to get to eventually, is to return you back to the previous page. But if I log out and I try to go to it now, I get a 404 page. So what would be great is if instead of a 404, this displayed something like a coming soon, since the lesson's not technically, this isn't technically a 404, it's just it's not released yet. So that's what we'll be doing today, is getting this from a 404 to more of a coming soon page, while also allowing me, an administrator, to still come in here and make edits and all that fun stuff. So let's see. So we have the code base here, and the primary thing within here, I think, is in the lessons controller that's actually causing this to throw the 404. So if it's not viewable and the user's not an administrator, then it throws this exception, which has a 404 status code. So first thing would be to get it to not throw the 404. So let me go and make sure that I log out. Am I logged in locally still? I am. So let me copy this, sign out, go back to it. Let's get our 404. All right, cool. So step one, get it to not be a 404. So post is visible would be model post. Is it viewable? My bad. So it checks whether or not it's public or unlisted. So if the state is public or unlisted, if it's not, if it doesn't have a publish at date, it looks like it's just returning back the value of this check. Otherwise, it's checking to see whether or not it's passed the publish at. So we might be okay to let's add another computed in here. I don't know, something like coming soon. And we'll perform the same check and just return back the response of, let's see, so yeah, we'll just duplicate this. And so if it's public or unlisted and it doesn't have a publish at, which all of them should, since it gets auto set anyway, but we'll keep that there just in case. So is past publish at equals this publish at diff now as seconds. So it's differentiating it from now, and looks like it checks this to make sure that that's truthy, and is past publish at is less than 0. So I take it that if it's greater than 0, then that would mean that it is coming soon. All right. So let's try that. I think that's the only change that would need to happen there. Probably be good to extract that out into something different, but let's get it working first. So let's see. So post is viewable. Let's do const is viewable, and I don't even know what the use case would be to where it's viewable but not, or to where it's not viewable but it is coming soon, because it checks to make sure that it's public and unlisted, and then it's checking all right, let's check our coming soon first. Let's see what this does. So let's I'm just going to change the exception. So instead of throwing a 404 with this, we'll say coming soon. So if post is coming soon, then throw an error saying coming soon. Okay, cool. So it's coming soon. Let's create another lesson so that we can test to make sure that that's not going to have an edge case to where that would not be what we want. All right, so something like that. Post publish at would be, well, I guess that would just be making sure that it doesn't throw an error if we try to view another one, which it doesn't look like it does. So that seems to be what we want there. So if is coming soon, then might be doing this dumb. Let's see if there is. So essentially all we want to do is flip the is viewable check to check whether or not the post is not public and not unlisted. I don't know if I have another thing on here that would, I don't think I do. So let's do is not public. Let's flip the is viewable, is not viewable. All right. Does not equal public and does not equal unlisted. And let's actually just return that since none of the other stuff matters. All right, so is not viewable. So let's check this. So let's undo that. Is not viewable. Make sure that we get past this, which we should because this is a public post. Okay. Oh, I'm logged in again. Oops. So yeah, okay, so we got past it. So then we want to do, if it's, replace this with that. So I'm going to cut that out and do post.is not viewable. Else if not post viewable, I'll clean this up here in a second, but also not an admin. Oops, I meant to copy, not cut. All right. Then what would be probably best is to not reuse this view and not put any differentiating logic within the view in itself, but to actually just have a different view. So let's return view render lessons slash, I don't know, something like soon. And then we have the post up here so that we can get the title, so that we can at least show like a working title if there isn't a strict one set already. So we'll provide that. And yeah, that should be okay. So we'll save that, come down to lesson show, and I'm going to copy this and paste it in here and rename it as soon. So soon.edge. Definitely want it to have a non-index flag so that Google doesn't try to index it. I think the rest of that stuff would be okay to keep as is. Well, no, because this will set a, well, yeah, no, it is still the same URL. So that should be good too. And then I don't think we have the series information coming through. And maybe that's on the post in itself. Yeah, it's got for display on it. So that would be, no, that's not reaching through a series. Yeah, okay, so series is down here. So we don't have the series, but I would prefer to have it for this. So maybe we move that above the if check up to here. I'm going to make that a const. I don't know why that one's not a const. And then, so now we should have the series. So we should be able to keep this because it would be nice to be able to still go to and from different lessons once you see that it's coming soon and not presently available. And then I don't think that's applicable, the live stream. And then that would be the embed, which is okay to show because if you try to click on this, all it's going to do is show the premieres in. So it's not going to, it still technically works. It serves its purpose, I guess. So then all of that would be the post information, which I think would be okay. The read and watch time is probably going to be inaccurate, especially if the video in itself is not published yet. That's going to be something that I manually provided in there, so that wouldn't be something that we would want in there, nor the buttons. Play plus YouTube, yeah. So those are those action buttons that appear at the bottom of the title panel. So then that would leave us with the series name, title, and description, which is good. And then we do an additional check if there's not any assets to display up at the top section. So we just need to replicate what we removed up there down here. So that would be this div. Would it? Yeah. That'd be that div, and then the mark complete stuff and all that fun stuff down through there would get removed. And then obviously the post body would get, well, yeah, the post body would get removed, but probably put something else in its place. And then remove the comments. And I think the rest of that would be okay to leave in there. So, and then we'll, I don't know, display something like, we'll put that in there as filler for right now, just to see. Okay. So I'm going to close that tab and I'm going to log out. Let me copy this URL once more. So, all right, now I'm going to log out and I'm going to go back into here first, check and make sure that that still loads in, which it looks like it does. Come into this one. All right, so the series information is gone, which is weird, but it does show this lesson's coming soon. So, oh, I know why the series information is showing. Oops, definitely don't want to print that. I didn't add it into the information. So series, there we go. There we go. All right. So now we have, yeah, and it's not going to show up within the series because that's how it's within the query on that. I think that's right because if you're getting to this page, it's by accident. I didn't mean to have this out, but if you're getting to the page, definitely want to show that there's a reason for this page existing and having a link. So that's the primary purpose behind this lesson's coming soon messaging. I don't know if I can check whether or not the hey Tomek CI, thanks for stopping by. Sorry, I didn't look up. But yeah, so if it's not a Premiere, which I don't know whether or not that's something I'll continue to use. I have not used it before, so I really don't know its usefulness. Just thought I'd try it out. But if this is not a Premiere, then this will just show like that gray screen with the gray play button. And I don't know whether or not I can detect that. I would probably say not. You know what? It would be good to have this not be so far down, but rather just kind of maybe a hover bar on the bottom or something. A fixed bar or something like that, because it doesn't make sense to have to scroll down to see that it's coming soon. Yeah. So let's see. So we'll get rid of. It doesn't make sense to have an ad on it either. Get rid of that. We'll leave that on there. We'll get rid of all of the ads. They don't serve a purpose on this page at all. We'll leave the, I guess, the title bar here. Oh, well, that does move that over, doesn't it? So I do need an empty div to at least push that over, I think. I don't know whether it's flexed between or no. Okay. Let's try class with full. Oh, that's a little bit too much. All right, let me go back. All right, so we'll leave that body copy div in here. Let me get rid of these ads again. All right, there we go. That looks proper. So probably put an image or something in here, but yeah, let's put a fixed bar down at the bottom. So where would be a good spot? Well, we have this admin bar that's fixed, so probably right here would be all right. So div class. Is it BG gradient 2 or is it just gradient 2? I think it's BG gradient. No, that doesn't look right. I think it's just gradient. From gray 700 to gray 950, something like that. Let's do PY6. Oops. And fixed bottom 0, left 0, width full. And then let's plop a H2. Let's see what that does. Well, okay, evidently I got the background. Maybe it is BG gradient. It didn't look right. Oh, it is BG gradient. All right. That's not a great look. And then I'll put this inside of my container. Component. So maybe we'll just do a flat color, BG gray 950 with an 80% opacity. Yeah, that's all right. What's the, let's see, there's a backdrop blur class that'll blur out the background so that it's not as competitive against the actual content. So let's see what that is. I think it's backdrop something. Backdrop blur, yeah. Let's try it with just a base. It doesn't seem to be doing anything. Maybe LG. I might not have this version of Tailwind that might be outdated. I'm working on a redesign where I updated Tailwind in it. So this version is probably older. So it probably doesn't have that in it. So instead, what I'll do is let's try 95% opacity. Yeah, that'll be all right. And then text white. Hey, McMark, thanks for stopping by. So we'll do something like that. This lesson's coming soon. We'll be releasing, and so I think there's like the time until. I think that shows the yeah, so something like this. Let me go see what that's reading. So would it be studio? Where's studio? Studio posts index. And then that would be, oh, it's just, all right. So it's time ago off of the post. So come into here. We'll, I'm going to copy what YouTube uses. What do they say? That's the wrong thing. They remove, oh, no, I just need to scroll down. Premieres in 16 hours. So premieres in, and then it should be what, post, and then time ago, all lowercase, I think it was. Boom, check that out. Why is in there twice? Oh, okay. One of the ins is on the time ago. So let's do that. And then we'll do capitalize. I think it's a CSS class to make. Yep. Okay, cool. So premieres in 16 hours. Let's see. Please check. I don't even know what to put for that. Content has never been like my go-to. I always end up looking to everywhere else for resources on that. Yeah, all right. Please check back, and then we'll put the actual date and time in there, I guess. Let's see. Please check back. Probably be good to have an icon besides that too. Make it look a little bit more right. Something kind of like we have with the, although the title's coming through as undefined for whatever reason, something similar to the live to make it stand out a little bit better. I always forget what the icon thing I use is. There it is. Came to my head. All right. So let's do maybe a clock. Let's do time. And then I put all of my icons in a component. And then I have SVG, and we'll do clock. Oh, I already have a clock. Okay, then. So then we'll do div class flex space x3. We'll do a div for the icon, and then we'll do another div class flex call for the title, and whatever I end up coming up with for the subtext, I just put ASDF for right now. And then at svg.clock, probably width 6, h6, something like that would be okay. Yeah, we'll make this text smaller. Okay, and then let's maybe 10. Let's try 8. And then we'll center it. That should be fine. Yeah, that works. And then put something fun in the body copy. Well, I can do that off screen. But yeah, I'll put something fun there, and then that will fill that in a little bit better. So, all right. So now you come onto the page, you can see this. Maybe I'll make the color pop a little bit more on the title. And font bold. That does not look centered. Looks slightly bottom left. Or just left. Is there a space in there or something? Let's get. Tell you what I'll do. Negative, margin, right, pixel. Yeah, it looks better. I think this is slightly too big. Yeah, that just looks weird. What about if we just do 1 bigger? Yeah, that looks a little better. Now it looks too right. I can never get it right. All right. No, now it looks too left. A pixel's not going to make that big of a difference. Well, I think it looked more right here. That's the darndest thing. All right. So that works. So now if you accidentally arrive to this page via this, you would come to this page, and I don't know, there's a lot going on whenever you first enter this page, isn't there? It's not very, it doesn't, despite it being the accent color, it doesn't pop too much. It's one of the last things that you see whenever you're looking through everything. But I guess this is an edge case that we're catching, so I guess that's good enough, because if you try to play the video, you still see it, and if you try to scroll down to the content, that's where this becomes more evident. So I think that will suffice for the purpose. While I'm streaming, let me see if I can fix this. So let me instead of recreating that, because I'll probably mess up and whatever it is that I accidentally did incorrectly. So I'm going to drag this off stream just in case it opens up anything. Okay. So let me go file, backup. Well, I guess I didn't need to open that up at all. Don't need to do that to get in here. All right, so backup. Let me find here, there, back it up. All right, Let me overwrite the backup that I had just created to get the post for tomorrow into my local. Let's replace it. All right, so the backup completed there. Well, let's do restore. So file, restore. Select that file. All right, restored now. So now if I come back into my local and refresh. Oh yeah, see, it is just a cache issue. It shows up okay here. All right. So I removed the cache on like all of the content items because it caused some issues whenever I was going to publish, to where it caused it to not immediately publish, and it caused like my Twitter announcement and the YouTube stuff to be out of sync a little bit with whenever it actually hits the site. So I went ahead and just removed that until I have time to add proper job scheduling to get that to be lickety split. I guess I forgot to remove it here, maybe is the case. So let me go take a look and see what's populating that. It's been a minute. So I haven't looked at that since I actually implemented it. So I don't know if that's in the app state. Yep, right here. So check live. So that, does this hold? I thought. If await cache service has is live, then return it. Otherwise, post query where true is live, where not true, live stream URL, or where not null. Apply the publish check, order by publish it, and grab the first, and then set that in there. So what's weird is that it's picked up that we are live, but it doesn't have the live post. That's bizarre. Does it at least link? No, it links to undefined. So it doesn't have the post at all. But ironically, if you come into streams, it picks it up just fine there. Hey, look, you can see what I'm looking at. That is the darndest thing. I don't know why that would pick up that it is live, since the is live check is the existence of the post data. Like, there's no other. Like, that is the check, is whether or not the post data is there. So it's weird to me that it wouldn't pick up. So let me go see what component that is that's actually rendering that and see whether or not it's maybe just, I don't know. So that would be in the layout. Man, my alphabet is just off today. I'm looking down on the S's for the L's. Main. That's going to be down. So if live and request, well, yeah. So live is that app state that we were looking at before. So live is the return of this, which in return would return back the existence of our post, which would be the post in itself. Well, it is serializing it. I wonder if maybe the... no, because it works locally, so it wouldn't be that. Wouldn't be that this is expecting different properties to show up properly. So let me go into Streams banner. And it is just post title. All right. Oh, I'm looking at the wrong thing. So let's see. Maybe we just try to get rid of this cache, because that would fix it. If it still comes back as undefined without the cache, then... Actually, do I have an application on here? No, that's... Well, maybe that is the one that's tied to... One of these... I have two Redis applications. One I... Doesn't seem like this wants to open. One I tied to production, one I tied to local. I can't recall whether or not I actually got the production one reading right, though. Yeah, I don't think I did. I kept getting a config null error, and I think that's because I don't have permission from where this is trying to connect. All right, so yeah, I'm going to try pushing this out to production. We're going to test in production here live on a stream. So let's do git status. All right, I'm just going to push out the, what is this, the post service. Oh, I got to reset everything else. There we go. Okay. So we just got to wait for that to hit the production. So I'll get a message here. We can verify that within Discord. In the meantime, let me go ahead and boot my server back up. You know, I probably should have made sure that the page still rendered okay. We can do that real quick. I can cancel the deployment if it doesn't. Yeah, okay. Still renders good. We're not going to break anything. Oh. I have a purge all cache button I put in there that just clears out everything. Yeah, okay, so it's still in there. So that's bizarre, though. Yeah, that's definitely in the past. And that's definitely set to live stream, and it's definitely set to is live. Could be this URL, though. Maybe it's a little funky, I don't know. Ah. But, sorry, the build failed. I realized that you guys didn't get that notification. I did. So cache service is no longer used. So it's all right. All right, there we go. So we'll see. We gotta wait for that to build again. I wonder if this got serialized as undefined. I don't know. I really don't get how that can happen. It's not making sense to me. To where it would be truthy, but still. Well, yeah, I guess that would have to be it, is that it's getting cached as undefined. Maybe I don't have Redis running locally. No, it's not an AC like him. What is it? Sudo service Redis server? Yeah. It's like I found it. Ready to accept connections. Okay. All right. I thought that had a background task. But all right, so long as it's running, that's all that matters. So let's get you back up. All right. And then let's put these back in here. Uncomment this. And reload. And reload again. Sure enough, we have replicated it. Cool. Sorry it took me a minute to realize that I didn't have Redis running, and that's why it wasn't being replicated. I thought that I had it automatically starting every time that I booted up my computer. Evidently, I need to check on that. So, let's see. Most likely it's going to be that it's cached as undefined. So let's go back into the app cert. No, it was the check live check. So let's do console log. And let's get is live to see what exactly it's got going on. If I had to guess, it's an undefined string. Oh, it's object. It's object. That would do it too. Well, yeah, because the title was undefined, right? Not the object in itself, but the title. So there is no title object off of object string. All right, so why are you caching as undefined, or as an object string? Serialize. I thought maybe this one's not the, no. Oh, I need to call set serialized. Yeah, but still you're serializing on the outside, so that should turn it into a string, no? No. This one returns back the model, serialized model, so it's still an object. Let me switch to my set serialized method and switch it to just providing it alive. And you know what? Let's improve that check. Well, no, that is just a has, isn't it? Yeah. All right. So let me log in. Purge me cache. Come back into here. It's still undefined. Wow. All right. Let me go look and see what. Come back. There you go. MDIS. That's the one. Oh. Oh, no, it's not the one. Wait. Yeah, okay, there we go. So is oh. Dang it, Tom, you just need to parse it. All right. Jeez, Pates. All right, so I think I have get parsed. Yep. Dun 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 dun. There we go. All right. Oh my gosh. All right, cool. So now we have it getting back to it being cached for 5 minutes and then properly getting it to where we can get the title and links to it. This should be showing something though, shouldn't it? Some kind of video, right? I think it's supposed to be the equivalent of this. I just changed this. I haven't pushed it out yet, but I might have broken it. So like if you come into here, I switched it to where I had the thumbnail poster over it with a custom play icon, and then this YouTube embed didn't actually load until you hit play. I want to test putting this. I used to have this embed in here like this. It is now. I want to test this again because I saw that YouTube used to recognize this video, and I think the way that I had switched to, which is the way that it's currently on production. So like if you come in here, you get this little play icon and all that, and then I autoplay it once you click the icon. I want to test whether or not they're taking away the views for the video whenever you have it like this as opposed to this. So this will be on production whenever I next push. But so I might have broken not this, but this, because it should have a stream display up here, and I'm pretty sure that this uses this exact same lesson show page. So if I go into, it has its different controller, I think. Maybe not. I thought it did. Is it live streams? Oh yeah, it's live streams. I was looking for streams. So index and the show. Oh, look at that. That has the same thing. All right, let me copy this over to here. I probably need to do that for news and blog as well. So copy that. That does not need a series in there. Oh, no, we can take the series and put it up here as well. All right, probably need to do the same on here, I would assume. Yep. Ah, dang it, I hit copy instead of paste. All right, there we go. And I think I have one more, don't I? Posts, that's the blog, which nothing's posted to, and doesn't even have this check. So, all right. So, all right, so let's go back into here, and let's see what, yeah, so it's rendered out by the lesson show as well. So let me look on the page to see whether or not there's an error showing up. It could be the actual URL. Yeah, it looks like it's just the Google Ads errors showing up, the double click stuff. So that looks right. We do have an iframe. Nope, that's ad. So it would be above this container here, but below the main, and it does not. Well, actually, I don't think it would be below the main. I think it's above the main. It's right here, I think. No, that's the notification bar. Okay. So let me just go in the lesson show. Let me try uncommenting this change that I have here and see whether or not that. No, it's still not showing up. Okay. Post.livestream URL and post.live. So let's see what that value is. Well, are we even getting there? Because I don't think I saw an aspect. see. Okay, so this is within the section content, so it would be within. Let me make this bigger. So it would be within my main. There's the break. That's my little bar over there. There's the container. I think it's outside of the container, isn't it? Yeah. Oh, I see. All right. I must have broken that at some point. Why? Whoa, what's up with that? Did I do that? That's interesting. I don't remember doing that, but I might have done that. Well, I guess I would have had to have. So let's see here. There's the stream indicator. Here's that video embed. I don't know where that would be coming from necessarily. Oh, okay. I didn't do a very good job at making those checks all the way through. That looks like it's the last one. There we go. All right. I think it's supposed to autoplay that though, isn't it? I thought. I know this page was. It was supposed to autoplay it muted. Oh, it looks like it pauses it after a bit. That might have been the new thing I put in. I switched the lot. What didn't I save here? Oh, okay. I switched the logic within the, let's see, the post.js file to have this auto embed. I bet you it's probably hitting. Now it should hit the is live. Do a console log and see what's going on here. So console.log. Let me move this down here, actually, see whether or not we're even getting here. Well, actually, this is not run on the live stream page. Oh, look at that. It worked now. Now it's autoplaying. Let me try refreshing again and see if it does the same thing. Sure enough. That's it. I just need to have that console log in there. No, it's back. All right, it's must be a cache issue because I have my nothing gets cached whenever I have my toolbar open. So that must be it. Which I always have this open whenever I'm deving, so it's got to be a cache thing. Let me try switching that. Oh, I don't have this checked. I thought I did. It's one of the first things I always do whenever I set up my browser. All right. So I guess that wouldn't be it then? Unless there's something else that would be changing. Well, that's bizarre. Doesn't happen when the toolbar is open, but whenever that's not open. Is it, yeah, okay. It looks to be doing the same thing on production. So if I open this up. Oh, okay. Look at that. Doesn't play whenever I'm on production with that open. All right. Well, that's not the end of the world. That's not a huge issue. Let me go take a look. See if there's anything immediate that would stand out. If not, I'm not going to worry about it. On player ready, window player equals player at event target mute. Let me go see if that matches my autoplay here. So on init video, have to skip to seconds for the progression tracking. Player vars start. If is live, delete the start. Skip to seconds. All right, because it doesn't make any sense to seek to a specific time in a live stream. Autoplay. So, okay. But it still does have that if start muted, then mute. Down there. And what's setting that start muted? Is that a property coming from the outside element? Start muted is live or autoplay. Okay. I'm surprised. So I know I tested that and that worked fine with how this is currently set up with normal videos. And I had thought I tested it with live streams, but evidently not to the extent that I should have. Well, it wasn't my live stream I was testing with either, so that could have been it too. Yeah, so let me see if I have that autoplay set. Yeah, that's hard-coded true on live streams. So it looks like it tries to play, but then it doesn't. It pauses, but it has that muted icon still on there. I might just go ahead and get rid of it altogether. So like if we refresh, you can see it buffers for a little bit, but it has the play and mute. So at the very least, it'd probably be all right to just remove the autoplay on it and then take the mute off so that whenever you do decide to play it, it's not muted. So we'll set that to false. Yeah, see the watch on YouTube banner wasn't down there before, so I think it was trying to play, but it wasn't muted at the time that it was trying to play. So it ended up pausing it, but then we ended up muting it after it paused. I think that was the flow that was going on there, if I had to take a guess at it. So I'd need to take a deeper look at the YouTube APIs for that to see how I'm pretty sure I have it set up the way that it had been recommended, but I don't know if that changed. I know YouTube just did a redesign, so maybe they changed some stuff. Go take a fresh look at it. But in the meantime, just so that it doesn't start with it muted and having a play button, I'm going to go ahead and just set this to I guess hard-coded false. And I'm going to tack a to-do on that. Oh, all right. Oh, all right. Hold on a minute. I don't want to lose that property that was there. Play on ready. Okay. There we go. And then comment that out. All right. There we go. So now if I come back into the lesson as well, that should, yeah. All right. Then if we hit play. All right. There we go. So that seems to be working. And then I've got null coming up if I don't provide a description. Oh, gosh. All right. Well, I'm getting a phone call, so I will be right back. Alrighty. So I have to head out here in a minute. So I'm going to go ahead and wrap some stuff up here. So I'm going to go ahead and see. Let's just commit I'm trying to think of what all we changed during the stream. Let's fix live stream banner cache. And then added coming soon, render to not yet published lessons. That's good enough. So I'm going to go ahead and post that out, and I'll double check, make sure I didn't break anything here after that gets deployed. But thank you all for watching. I have a lesson coming out tomorrow at 9 a.m. EST Eastern Time, 1 p.m. UTC, and 2 p.m. GMT, if I have the time frames right there. So be sure to check that out. It's on migrations, as I'm sure you've seen here on the stream. So yeah, thank you all for stopping by. Have a great one, and I'll see y'all tomorrow.